Hello and welcome. Welcome to Maintenance with Mike. Today we're going to be tackling not really a very common problem, but we have a heat pump or a ductless split unit. There's an outdoor compressor that is out in the elements, doesn't have to be. We're going to build a small roof, just a lean-to roof on once just over the top of it, so to keep it from getting snow on it and rain and sun.
Okay, so we're up at the Secan, the storage area. These are the pieces I'm going to be using. These are actually some corner pieces off the edge of the house originally. Which, funny story, these were removed because a woodpecker decided that they were going to get the stink bugs from between the siding and these corner pieces, and this was the good part that was left of the pieces that were destroyed. So anyway, yep, this is what we're going to use for the corner posts on the cover.
The thought is that it'll look something similar to this, and there'll be one on each corner. With the roof coming down, like this, I'll screw through the OSB roofing material into this, because the idea would be is if I ever have to do something with this, I should be able to lift this whole thing off of here. And it'll be basically the spring nut mount into that unistrut for each of these 4 posts.
So we're going to be doing a 312 pitch on here, just so you guys can see. Say we wanted to do a 312 pitch angle on here. Well, let's do it this way, because that's the way we ended up angling it last time. So if you use this common top cut portion here, basically you lock your pivot point, move this until it's to number 3. So now when you draw a line across here, that's a 312 pitch. And this would be a 212 pitch. So lock your pivot point, move it to 2. You're lining up this with this outside, the notch in the 2 to this outside edge here. So there's the 312. Here's a 212. And you can see the difference in those angles. This is more of an angle, this is less of an angle. So more runoff or less runoff. Consult your local building codes for what they recommend for snow load and all that stuff. But for this little roof we're doing here, I thought 312 would look the best. And maybe get the snow to come off a little bit more and keep it away from the house. So that's why I went with the 312. That's basically how you use this speed square. Is these numbers are used, the common with the pivot, 212, 312, 412, and so on. Okay, so this is the length we want here. We got you on here. We want to make a line straight across here, so we know where we want to be. We want it to slope this way. So if we flip this, adjust that to 12.3. We want this to line up with here, set that to 12.3. And that's basically where we want to cut. Okay. post. So that'll work out very well. Excellent. Okay, let's get a quick measurement here of where you can hear my heat pump grinding away, trying to keep the house warm. These actually might look better mounted on the concrete, but I think keep them from rotting. I think up on here on the spring nuts are going to be better. So anyway, that's kind of how it sits there. What we'll want to do is get a level now. Figure out where the next pivot point will be on this piece, so that we can continue our 12-3 pitch, right? And then we'll just do the same on the other side. Okay, let's make our next cut in here. At the 12-3. This around this way, and we can see we're at 14 here. We're at 14 this way. Line this up and trim off what we don't want on this side here. This is scrap, and now we've got the back piece to our pitch now. So there you have it. There's the 12-3 pitch. We'll cut a couple more posts, and then we'll lay them out, drill some holes, and figure out how to fasten those to the Unistrut. Okay, so we're ready to drill. These are the pieces here. This is the one front piece that we'd marked. So we want to basically get a bit that is about the same size as this in diameter, just so it fits through snugly. Snugly, is that a word? Fits through snug. We'll drill this out. You don't want to push too hard because you don't want to blast a bunch of product out the other end, so it mars it all. Because when we tighten that, it'll compress that in there. So if we just throw a nut on here now and tighten that up, it'll give us a little bit more thread here to play with. But that's basically what we're looking at here anyway. That'll work. Yep. We'll nut that on there. And then there's a spring nut that goes into the channel, which is this spring nut snaps into the channel. This goes through here, tightens into the spring nut. So let me grab my socket and I'll show you how one of these goes on. Okay, got my spanner. Let's go down and try this one once more, and then we'll grab the other two and put them on. So yeah, this just pops into the channel and twists, snaps in, looks good. Tighten this up. See if we can get a little bit quicker. My fingers here first. Okay. This is proving difficult, but ooh, that's good and secure. Man, that's good and solid. So that's the idea there. Let's get the other obviously it'll move a little bit back and forth with this carriage bolt here until we tighten up this 100%. Gives us a bit of play though. Let's grab the other two and put those on. Okay, we're going to mark these ones so that we make sure we drill the holes in the right side. We're going to get these all painted up as well so it matches the trim on the house. So we do this for this one, right? So then we're going to line this up flat with here. This one's going to get a hole right here on this part. Just for reference so we know we don't drill it on the wrong side. So that's for that one. And then this one goes over here. And we're going to mount it. I want to mount it so you don't see the raw inside piece from out here was my thought. So it looks a little nicer, but and the unistrut is a bit short on this end. I could slide this, I could loosen this unit up and slide it forward a little bit. There's quite a bit of room on there. Yeah, might do that, or keep it underneath the overhang and put one of the brackets here and paint it black or something like that. I think this would look fine as well. Give it enough space there. No, it's not quite flush, so we'll bring this out a little bit. We'll drill a hole here. Okay, let's go get these drilled. Okay, so this is the one piece on the inside. There's that one. This is the back one, which of course we know we marked here. And then, whoop. So this one will get a carriage bolt through here. Through the spring nut, or through the angle bracket. Tighten this up. So it brings the carriage bolt in. This we need a washer and a spring nut. So that one's ready to go. This one, we're going to put this this on the outside this time. And carriage bolt through here. And a nut on here. That, and then this spring nut is actually going to go on the front. Like that. Let's bring both of these with us, and let's put these in place. So that's the back one over, that's the other front one over there. This is this back one here. Drop the spring nut into the channel, give it a twist so it drops in there. Tighten this up by hand. Move that back so it's flush. So this for the front here. Oops, sorry about that. Those are good and strong. Good and sturdy. For sure. And we'll level these up. That's basically the idea, is to basically just extend a little bit of roof here so it's covered from the elements. Okay, last one here, and then we'll cut. Now you can, I mean, obviously I'm doing these with I'm making these corner pieces with what I have available that I had left over after the house renovations. So you could use a 2x4, or you could use a steel unistrut. Lots of options here for this roof. Yeah, lots of options. Oh, I should have a washer on there, shouldn't I? My bad. Let's grab a washer. Put it on there so that it's done right. Let me go grab the washer. Okay. So let's put this through here now with the washer on. And just so you know how the spring nuts go in, when I push down on this one, as I tighten it, it turns. And it basically locks itself in this channel. So that's what's happening when we do this here. This piece is dropping into the channel, and you just flick it with your finger to the side so it turns. Tighten it up. Snug. Oh, that's going to work really well. Here's where the little roof's going to be on this thing. Maybe keep some of the dirt off of it. I'll pop this off too and get my little battery powered leaf blower and blow those coils out in there, just to show you a quick maintenance tip here before Should be done once in a while. I'm not too sure how often. You can see if they're looking dirty. They look pretty clean still, but I'll show you how to do it as well. Make sure the unit's turned off. Pop this grill off. Just blow nicely up and down with some air, not compressed air, because you can bend those fins. They're very thin aluminum, almost as thin as tinfoil, so they will bend, and that will give you problems if you bend all those. So anyway, let's measure up. Go grab my tape measure and we'll measure up cutting this piece of roofing.